I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone wow and shalom. To the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, may you endure unto the end. Shalom wa abba. So this is Hosea 11, verse 1. When Israel was a child, then I loved him and called my son out of Egypt. So we were in Egypt as slaves for 400 plus years, and the Lord called us out through Moses and Aaron, right? But now we've been scattered back in modern Egypt. Forgive me. Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. This Egypt is talking about is America. Again with ships, which are slave ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, because we're over here in the west hemisphere of the earth, the uttermost part of the earth, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, no man shall save you. But Yahweh is going to send his son Yahweh Shai to save us. All right. So the Lord broke Israel up after the death of King Solomon and then scattered them all over the world. So it says in Hosea 11, verse 10, they shall walk after Yahweh. He shall roar like a lion. When he shall roar, then the sons shall tremble from the west. See? And that's what's happening right now in Revelation 10. It says, verse 7, but in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai shall be finished, as he had declared to his servants the prophets, which is the Israelites, who the Israelites are. Okay? Because you have Israelites that have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. But the Israelites, for the foundation of the prophecy, are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which have been scattered throughout the world in slavery. Now, not every Israelite's going to look like a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American Indian, because we've been scattered all over the world. It says his heritage is as a speckled bird. So you got some Israelites that even look like so-called Caucasians. All right? Let me cross-reference this verse. It says, the mystery of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai should be finished. Let's see, Romans 11, verse 25, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness is in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. Now they lie and say this is talking about all the nations, but it's really talking about the Israelites that have been scattered amongst all the nations. All right? And we lost who we were. So that's why you got Jay calling themselves Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It says in Romans 16, verse 25, now to him that is of power to establish you according to my gospel and the preaching of Yahushua HaMashiach according to the revelation of the mystery which was kept secret since the world began. See? And that's why this is new. It's new. It's not new. There's no new thing under the sun. But it's new because you're not taught the truth in the world today. Only by the elect men now. But they've covered the world with lies. The world is covered in gross darkness. I'll give you an example. Jesus Christ, which is a lie. the description of Jesus Christ is not in the scriptures as the Messiah. When you go to Revelation 1, the revelation of, it says Jesus Christ, but the name, all right, is a false name, Jesus. When you go to the true name, it tells you that his name is Hebrew, originated from Hebrew, which when you go to the Dyer's Greek lexicon in the modern Hebrew, you have it Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is how you properly pronounce it. I'm just sounding out the letters right to left. Yahweh Shai. So it'd be Yahweh Shai, all right, and not Jesus. And then when you go into the description, all right, he is not a so-called white man, but in fact a dark-skinned man. It says in verse 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, which John is seeing the Lord in a vision, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool, so white like wool, as white as snow. So he has white woolly hair, white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass. Brass is a brown, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. See, so he's a so-called black man with a loud, deep voice, with a white, woolly afro. You see? So, let's go back to Hebrews 11, verse 10. They shall walk after Yahweh. He shall roar like a lion. When he shall roar, then the suns shall tremble from the west. They shall tremble as a bird out of Egypt, and as a dove out of the land of Assyria. And I will place them in their houses, saith Yahweh, which this promises to the Israelites. Isaiah 14:1. And Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers, which are Israelites, shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Jeremiah 30, verse 10. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar. From afar, if the promised land is in the east, afar is the west. And thy seed from the land of their captivity. We're here because we sinned. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Which is a cut to those small hat counterfeit bastards that are in our promised land. They're counterfeit. Why do they got the Iron Dome? Why do they got bunkers? Why are they talking about threats that they're afraid of? And they need support because they're not the true biblical Hebrew Israelites as prophesied. All right? For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee. Who saved them? You see, no one saved them. See, but Yahweh is going to save his Israelites in a great fashion from all over the world. But the main salvation is coming out from the western hemisphere of the world, which is America. It says, for I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee. See, he has scattered us because we sinned. Yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished, which 2/3 are not going to make it. Let's see, let me see that verse again. I was thinking of another one. Oh yeah, Obadiah. 15. It says, "For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head," which all these nations had us in slavery. All right. Now we're enslaved under the so-called white race, the red devils the Bible speaks of, and the other nations which are confederate with the devil, the so-called white man. So they're going to get a punishment and then enslaved. It says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been," which they're going to drink this cup of curses that we had to drink, which includes slavery. They're going to go enslaved. They're going to be enslaved under us, the Israelites. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. They're going to be our slaves. "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble," which Esau is upset that we're prophesying, and he's going to face that judgment. "And they shall kindle in them," which were being kindled by coming together in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, "and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau," which is that so-called white race, the red devils the Bible speaks of, "for Yahweh has spoken it." Why? Because he don't want you to repopulate. Isaiah 14 verse 21. It says, "Prepare slaughter," and you're being prepared by us prophesying, for his sons, for the iniquity of their fathers." So they hear us prophesying, and they learn their judgment, that they're going to be enslaved and then extinct, talking about that so-called white race, "that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities." Because look what you've done to the world. For I will rise up against them, saith Yahweh of hosts, "and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts," which it's going to be destroyed by nuclear fire. Shalom to the elect, wa abba babal.